What's good, Relocation Football League fans? It's your boy Smitty here with the primetime game on Premier Day, man. And man, that should make for a great game. Got ourselves a Big 12 matchup with Texas hosting Baylor. Baylor, the number 8 ranked team in the RFL College Series, and Texas 19th. Now, this should definitely make for a great game. Baylor just coming off of a loss, and Texas, man, these guys looking to hold it down at home. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one goes. What about college game day so far here for the Premier games, man? It was a bunch of great games. Let's go ahead and just have a little quick recap over those games, man. Let me go ahead and pull that up. So in case you missed the action, man, first Premier game, and going in order to schedule here, starting from the 1 p.m. games, man. What about Nebraska? Getting the win over Michigan State with a final score of 19-9. Huge win for them, their second win of the season. Very upsetting loss for the Spartans. Following that, during that time, still in the 1 p.m. games, what about Washington coming up with huge over Notre Dame? Now, Notre Dame's been in a big-time struggle. I mean, 7 straight losses in a row. That is extremely tough. Washington poured it on Romanelli with 5 touchdowns to best the Fighting Irish 42-17. Of course, we'll be breaking down these more in depth on Wednesday on the podcast. And Alabama able to get past Tennessee. It looked a little bit close, but for the most part, it was Alabama's game, and they ended up finishing it that way, improving to 6-1 on the season, and of course being bowl eligible after the win. And then we had, man, what I think so far may be the upset of the week. USC, number 2 team in the country, dropping the ball to Wisconsin, man. This is where guys are going to be excited about the podcast this Wednesday. I'm not even dropping the bell yet. We're going to save all the bells for Wednesday for this one. But, man, Bills Badgers getting it done, man. 24-20 over the Trojans. And then Leo Moon bouncing back 38-13 over Utah. 5 passing touchdowns for Moon this week as well. Huge bounce back game for him. And we had Clemson, man, in a scary game, almost dropping it to Iowa. Iowa almost pulling off their 4th consecutive upset win, but just fell short to Clemson with a final score of 24-31. Once again, this is what we're going to be looking at here tonight. Baylor in Texas. Got more action to come as we go ahead and take a look at the Week 8 schedule. You see where Baylor and Texas is. We've got more games, 5 more games for next week. Mississippi State taking on LSU, Minnesota and Florida State. Washington State, UCLA, Auburn, Oregon, Florida, Ole Miss, and we cap it off with another primetime game. This one should have dual commentary with Penn State taking on Ohio State, and we, of course, finish off the week, Georgia and Miami. So, man, cannot wait to cap off and see how the rest of these games go, and, of course, podcast, I know everyone's waiting for it, but with that being said, it's game time. Baylor and Texas coming your way. I'll see you guys out onto the field. Man, I was talking that whole time. I gotta stop doing that, man. I hate when I do that, man. It's like when I turn it off, I get ready for when I'm about to hop back on, and I forget to turn it back on, man. But big shout out to the guys who are here right now, man. Huge game. Baylor, Texas, about to be underway as Baylor is going to be fielding this one. Ball's on the tee. And the kick going to sail down the field. And he'll take it out of the end zone. It's Ty Gooden down at the 24. Well, this game actually took place in real life here today as well. Texas got the win, 27-16. Let's see what it will be here in the RFL world. In the college series as Tyler Maul comes out onto the field. I said Baylor took a loss last week. That was definitely was thinking about. I was definitely. Oh no, they did. Okay, I'm mistaken. Thought they won. Sorry guys, but Baylor, and these guys 4-2 on the season. They put up a good fight against USC. USC fallen once again to Wisconsin this week. Tough loss for them. Let's see if Baylor could get back on track with the win here over number 19 Texas. Trying to run with Cody Carter, and that's going to be a tackle for loss in the backfield. Loss of 3 yards. Damian Fox, the submitted cornerback, getting in the backfield there on some action. You can see Carter trying to bounce it to the outside, but this Texas defense doing an excellent job containing him. And that's one aspect he's going to have to look out for. Because if Baylor gets the run game going, the offense in its entirety just gets rolling. Motion to the left side here. Tyler Maul going to hand it off. Carter with a handoff again. Plowing through to the 30. It's a nice gain. 3rd and 4 here for Baylor. 4-2 on the season and 3-4 for Texas. Big 3rd down here. Cody Carter's going to be out of the backfield. There's no one over top of him right now. And Tyler Maul will throw this one deep. It's Winkleman, and it's going to be an interception. Picked off by Xavier Eves. Slowly turning into a great cover cornerback here in the RFL. He's been coming up with quite a few interceptions in this RFL college series as of late. And that's what you got to do when you're playing Jake Winkleman at the receiver position. You're the cornerback. You've got to make sure that you stay over top at all times. He is a burner. And Xavier Eves, he's got speed too. Sticks with him, stays over top, and does even better with just making a play on the ball. He makes the ultimate play on the ball with an interception. So it's Texas ball here at the 26. Joseph Casares out to lead the Longhorns.
Ready, break.
Texas took a pretty upsetting loss and a beating from West Virginia last week, 36-7. Looking to bounce back. Here goes a run. And now Akowski gaining about 2 yards. And speaking of West Virginia continuing to dominate, winning last week against Texas, a great team. 36-7 as I mentioned, and 38-13 over Utah this week. Looks like Leo Moon and the group, they got themselves back in rhythm. I formation. There goes a pitch to the outside. Now Akowski has got some good blocks, a good juke move. And he's down at the 33. They start out with 2 strong runs there with now Akowski. And he's been struggling the past 2 to 3 weeks to really get going on the ground. I think if they can really get him going, this opens up everything for this offense. 3rd and 3. Casares down the field. That's going to be caught for a first down at the 43. Huge catch by Eagles. 24 yards on the reception. Here's a look at this play here. That's a tight squeeze and an excellent catch in traffic. What about the ball placement in the gun on display there from Casares. And this is kind of what Texas needs to do coming into this game. But, of course, they got to play it safe. Baylor's defense, not easy to move the ball on. Play action. Throwing down the field again to the sideline. It's Brandon Baker. 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. 25 yards this time. 2 back-to-back lasers on the money. Casares starting out early.
Here we go. Cut.
Offset I formation. Now Akowski burrowing through. Stephen Forbes there, the defensive tackle. Submitted defensive tackle, 4-yard gain on the play. Texas off to a hot start. Interception. And the offense moving down the field. Texas kind of started out hot last week, a little bit against West Virginia. Got the 7 points and didn't score anything afterwards. Hopefully they can keep this drive going and consistent throughout the game. They'll run now Akowski again, only a 1-yard gain on the play. If you are new to the Relocation Football League, make sure to check us out at relocationfootballleague.com. If you enjoy what you're seeing, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe as well for more Relocation Football League action. You're looking at the RFL College Series. RFL Pro Series season starts in January of next year. Definitely going to be a lot of good action. There goes a throw, a catch, but he's out of bounds. And also from the bottom there, you saw, got Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can find us there. We posted out a lot here about today. Try to get more consistent on putting out information on games. A good stop by Baylor. Great looking drive, and Texas going to have to settle for 3 as the kick is good. And the crowd roaring as their Longhorns are on the board here first. Joseph Casares looked really good on that drive. Unfortunately, couldn't finish it out with 6, which has been, the problem with Texas a little bit. It's just going down the field, finishing drives, and at times their offense just struggle to get points. Gooden's going to take a knee in the end zone. And we'll get our second glimpse at this Baylor offense. Tyler Maul threw the ball 1 time, and it was picked off. Great coverage down the field by Xavier Eves. Tried to go to his deep man, Winkleman, on the streak. Didn't work out. Maybe he knows he's got to be a little bit more careful in testing Eves down the field.
On the set.
1st and 10 at the 25. It's Tyler Morrow with a lob down the field. Intercepted again. Xavier Eves with 2 interceptions back to back. Wow. Tried the man twice and paid for it. Now Maul trying to once again give a shot to Winkleman, showing he's got faith in his receiver, but I mean, after that, I think he's just got to stop trying Eves right now deep. Playing it perfectly over the top. He's not even really giving Winkleman a chance to go get the ball. I mean, it is getting in the area for a jump ball, but Eves is well over top. He can't throw that. That's going to make it Tyler Maul's 7th interception on the season. Eves with 2 interceptions back-to-back in this game. Let's see if Texas can take advantage of this opportunity as well. Only got 3 last time. Can they get 6? Casares, pressure in his face. Inaccurate pass, but a great catch and a first down for Texas. Brandon Baker, he's got some great receivers out here. Brandon Baker, Ken Gossett, got Eagles who made a big play earlier at the start of this one. He's got to make sure to give the ball out to these playmakers as they really get the offense going. It's been a struggle to get Nowakowski going here, but here they are. Play action. He's got a lot of time in the pocket. He's going to scramble. And not sure why he chose to go that direction, but they won't count it as a sack as Forbes lunges him a little bit forward up to at least the line of scrimmage, so it will count as a rush.
Got it.
Split back formation. Casares incomplete on the throw there. 3 for 5 here for Casares, 60 yards. 3rd down once again for Texas.
On the ready.
Spreading out the field here as they should. And Casares will throw, and that's going to be in and out of the hands of Ken Gossett. Can't hang on to that one. And that's going to bring up 4th down yet again. Question mark on if they can kick a field goal from this distance. It will be a 51-yarder. That was a good, well-placed ball there. Right there pretty much on the head of Samaj Jarrett. And just couldn't haul it in. Ken Gossett had a great downfield strike for the only touchdown for Texas last week against West Virginia. Could have been his first catch right there of the game. And Texas just gets it over the crossbar, and that makes it 6-0. Just enough there on the leg, as Dicker was just barely able to get it over. He knocks down a 50-plus yarder. Good kick. And that could be the difference in this game, though. I mean, right now, it's been 2 interceptions, 2 big turnovers for Texas's defense, but the offense just coming up with field goals. They've struggled to finish drives this season. They got to get themselves going in that department. You leave Baylor hanging around too long. I mean, I know it's just the start of the game, but you got to put your foot on the gas with these guys because they can score and get down the field in an instant. You can see they're already taking those shots early on, trying to get the ball in the hands of Winkleman. Tyler Maul's got to calm down a little bit, trying to make the big play early, but I mean, it's still early in this game. That's exactly it. Baylor's going to have to, get things going in probably some other ways than trying to try Eves. But if they can get themselves in the rhythm they're accustomed to doing, Texas is going to have to be able to keep up. So it's going to be huge for Texas's offense to put up points. I mean, even though they had a pretty close game last week in their loss to USC, 28-14, they still only put up 14 points. They got to do better. There's a run to the outside, and it's shut down for a 5-yard loss. Texas's defense playing some excellent football here. Outside run just not working for Cody Carter. And as the lineman, you got to put that on the lineman. He's got to still maintain that edge. You cannot allow the defender to beat you outside, especially if you're running that direction. And he just couldn't stop him.
Set, ready? 10 logo. Clear.
We'll motion Winkleman into the formation a bit. And Tyler Mull over the middle has got his first completion of the day. It's 1 for 3, 2 interceptions. So technically, he's completed every pass, 2 to the wrong team. He might have to go the short route and then wait for things deep to open up later on. It looks like Eves, they just got him manned up on Winkleman. You see him here at the bottom of the screen. Actually, they sent him on a blitz. And there goes Winkleman making a catch, but that is not going to be enough for a first down. And they'll have to put it away again. Actually, it won't be again. That will be the first time that they have to put it away through 2 interceptions in prior 2 possessions. And Baylor, 3rd possession, no yards or points. And it's going to be Eves on kick return down at the 19. And Joseph Casares and the offense back out onto the field. They've scored every time they've been out, but it's only been field goals here with this 3rd possession. Let's see if they can apply some pressure here on Baylor. Defense has made it hard for them to, get in the end zone and move down the field.
Let's go now.
As the underdog, you got to come up big in these situations, especially here at home. You got a little bit of momentum, extra momentum with the home field advantage. 1st down and 10 to the throw, and that's going to be incomplete out of the hands of Baker. It's great coverage on that play.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
2 tight ends set under center here. And they'll motion in Gossett.
Now.
As they look to throw, Gossett with his first reception of the game and a 1st down to the 32. So Texas, slowly but surely just working, getting whatever plays they can get here on Baylor. Handoff to the outside, great blocks. Now Akowski almost breaking free. Touchdown saving tackle is made right there by Boo Berryhill. And this is where Texas can get dangerous. They get that running game going, and it's going to be hard to detect what Texas is going to throw at you here. We already know they got themselves good receivers, and a good aerial attack. You could already see that Casares started out this game with good accuracy. He's feeling it. And he almost throws an interception, though, right there. That's 2nd and 10. Shout out to Kai Cash for the $5 donation. Appreciate it, my guy. Run up the middle, an open lane, and a 1st down for Texas. Now Akowski starting to shred it up a bit here. 37 yards on 6 carries. And get a look at this line here. Just parting that defense wide open across the middle. Could have drove through that. And Baylor, they typically predicate themselves on really good run defense, especially with their linebackers. Right now Akowski's starting to get himself into a bit of a rhythm here. Back to now Akowski, another open lane, stiff arm, and a 1st down at the 21. 7 carries, 60 yards. Not looking too good for Baylor right here up front. Not sure what's going on. Mean stiff arm right there on Stubbs. Just another look at it. Samuel Stubbs just getting tossed to the side, and Joseph Settle with the touchdown saving tackle.
Here we go. 60 or.
Longhorns on the move, tight formation. And a run up the middle, lowers the shoulder for some extra yards, and it's Whittington for a gain of 6. I'm not sure, but this is looking like this may be the drive here for Texas. 2 offensive possessions, 2 field goals, the 3rd here. Can they finally get in the end zone this time? There's a throw, lofts it up. That's going to be incomplete. Unable to haul it in. Try to get that one up to his tight end, submitted prospect Dylan Ferguson.
Ready up.
42 the mic. Coming this way.
Big 3rd down and 4 here. Texas looking to convert, throws, and it's broken up, incomplete. Excellent defense by Samaj Jarrett. All over Ken Gossett there on that play, and once again, looks like Texas is going to have to settle for a field goal. Got the man-to-man coverage. Throws him the ball, but Samaj Jarrett breaking on that one very well. And Gossett again, with another drop pass. So field goal here once again. And he's 3 for 3. 2-possession lead as Dicker makes it 9-0 here in the first quarter. Still a lot of football left to go. A little over 2 minutes. Number 19th ranked Texas Longhorns looking to try to pull off an upset here. These drives might come back to hurt Texas though. Like I said, got to be able to finish drives to win games. Settle for too many field goals. All it takes is for the other team to score a couple touchdowns, and they're right back in it. And they'll take this one out of the end zone. And shy of the 25 at the 23. So Baylor's offense, as of now, is scoreless. Tried this defense with the deep shots, picked off twice, and tried to be a little bit conservative their last time out onto the field. Could not muster a first down. And so they got to try to figure out what they can do to weaken this defense and move down the field. Have not been able to get across the other side of the field at all here today.
Down. 18 Gator. Get it.
Counter run play, and Cody Carter up to the 28. See Kennesu asking who got the picks. Both of them were caught by Xavier Eves. 2 back-to-back interceptions. And just to think about that, that could really hurt the confidence early on the start of this game for Tyler Mull. And there goes a run and a first down as he is stood up. And they will move the chains there. Yeah, definitely got to, man. Offense, it's important, man. When you get the rock, you got to do something with it. Can't settle for field goals all game, especially against good opponents. Especially if you're the underdog. I'm not sure what Cody Carter is doing here. He jukes backwards and he loses a yard. Second tackle for loss today for Floyd. And even though it didn't look like he was going to get much off of that carry, just going the wrong direction with this juking way too early. And look who's in on the play as well, along with Floyd. I mean, Eves, he's been everywhere. You see Eves just making his case to show he's potential all-around style of cornerback. Helps out in the run game. Excellent cover corner as well. Even got him covering in the slot here. He's been on Winkleman pretty much the entire game. Here goes a throw, and that's going to be broken up, incomplete. Trying to catch Crawford slipping there to Ty Gooden. That's, man, missed opportunity. Here's a look at Baylor's offense. Still no points here today. First time getting a look at them as they've been off the field rather quickly. They're going to need another big shot attempt here on third down.
Set, ready, 8, read.
Had the man beat. It was a good throw. Got to make that catch. Tyler Moe, incomplete, in the air, almost intercepted as it bounced off a couple of bodies. And man, what a rough start for Baylor on offense. You see him here trying to get the ball to Winkleman. I don't know if that's just been the focal point for Baylor to focus on here today, but it just has not been working. Attacked him for deep shots twice, got picked off, and it just looks like they're double and triple covering this guy. Just no way for him to get open. He's got to rely on other receivers to make plays, and he's got them. Look out for Ty Gooden, Brandon Jones. These are guys you can also distribute the ball to. Not sure if they're getting locked up or what, but it looks like his main read here tonight at the start of this one has just been Jake Winkleman.
Check, 43.
We'll have Casares under center. Now Akowski with a run up the middle. He's been having a lot of success, and it continues as he picks up another first down. He's already got 70 yards on 8 carries. Absolutely feasting today, and he can definitely credit his performance early on here in this first quarter alone to his offensive lineman. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. 9-0. Texas looking to upset Baylor here. And now Makowski has got 4 rushing touchdowns on the season. 434 yards. Just at the 3.4 yard per carry average. And this is going to be a game right now, a great start that could get him back on track to have a bit of a better year, and a throw leading him too far out of bounds. 3rd and inches. Why not take the pass shot? Honestly, didn't look like too bad of a pass. Could have probably been a better catch attempt on the sideline with his positioning. 3rd down, I say why not run it up the middle? You've been successful all day with it. And that's exactly what they're going to do. 1st down. 3-yard gain on the play. It just looks like Baylor cannot penetrate this offensive line with pressure in the run game up the middle. Makes you wonder, where are the linebackers at? They're getting, the O-line's got to be getting to the 2nd and 3rd level right now. And you can see a few linemen there at the 2nd level of the defense.
Here we go. 30 base.
Double time. We got 3.
Casares going to take the deep shot down the field. It's paid off for him last week. He's open, and it's going to be incomplete as it's underthrown. Just way too much air on that one. He is literally 4 of 13, though, today. Man, he had him beat. Missed opportunity for Texas there. Could have had the first touchdown of the game. And now Akowski fumbles the football with a huge hit from James Lynch, recovered by Hall. And this is exactly what I was talking about here. Offense got to get things going and punch it in the end zone. Cannot afford to miss opportunities. The previous play had a man wide open down the field. You underthrow him. In the very next play, you fumble the football. It's a 2-possession game, but it's 9-0. And Baylor, with a huge play like that, could surge with some momentum to try to get themselves back on track to try to win this game. Huge hit right there on Nowakowski. He was really feeling himself. The inside run game was working to perfection, but James Lynch, man, what a hit.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Run the mic. Watch the pass.
Winkleman in the slot. Counter run play here for Carter. That's a great tackle made right there by Kenny Forster Jr. He has been the heart and soul of this Texas defense. And typically, every game that Texas has been in, he's been leading the team in tackles.
You ready?
Watch 98. 98's the mic. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
I formation.
Get it.
And we're up the gut. Cody Carter with great blocking. One man, he makes miss, and he's caught from behind. Down at the 14. A great run. 8 carries. 31 yards for Carter. It's been a slow grind for him. And finally, the offensive line giving him some space. Nasty juke move. Good vision, too. He took the right lane. It's a nasty move there on Foster. He took the right side instead of the left. He saw the incoming defender. I think it was the safety or the linebacker. And he just darted to the right side in the open space. Nice move for extra yards. First and 10 at the 14. Tyler Mull. Back to Carter. Trying to cut it back, and he is going to fumble the ball. And it's going to be recovered by Tyler Mull for a first and goal if I am Texas.
Let's go.
I'm not sure if he fumbled that. I might challenge this if I'm Texas to make sure that they don't get that first down. It looked like he obviously was down first before that ball came out. Yeah, he was definitely down first. Great awareness by Mull. Texas should challenge this. And they don't. They allow it to go. First and goal at the 4. Tyler Mull looking for Baylor's first points. Instead, he's going down. Sack on the play by Goings. You just cannot do that in the red zone. You know, it's already tough enough to score here. Maybe it gives you a little bit of space and some leeway for a deeper shot and some more route combinations to the end zone, but just cannot take a sack here, especially keep backing up. Everything was shut down, but that's where you just throw the ball away. Holding on to the football just for way too long. You see the incoming defender coming to you. It just doesn't make any sense to take that sack.
Come on, set. From 18, Gator.
Now it's second and goal from the 15. Tyler Mull, shot to the end zone. Touchdown, Winkleman, able to beat Xavier Eves this time. What a play. What a route to Eves. Man, couldn't recover from that route. Runs the flag in the slot. They've been, really using Winkleman as a slot guy. He's been a burner. He's been just a mismatch guy in that slot. And I love what Texas has been doing. They've been putting their best cover corner on him no matter where he is on the field. And, it's worked off. Got 2 interceptions. But you can't hold down the Wink man for too long as he's able to get himself in the end zone. A great sideline catch in the end zone for a touchdown. Extra points good. And it's a 2-point ball game. 7-9. With 9:29 left to go in the second. That was the first time on that drive, too, that Tyler Mull threw the football. Actually got it out of his hands. Of course, he had a pass attempt last time where he got sacked, just never attempted to throw the ball. And like I said, could be a blessing and a curse sometimes for losing those yards in the red zone. I mean, you definitely don't want to see your quarterback taking a sack in the red zone where you could, it's just unnecessary lost yardage. You got to get rid of the football, keep your team where they're at. But sometimes getting that extra space in the red zone makes it a bit easier to score on a good defense. And this is where I said Texas cannot afford to just not get in the end zone. The offense is very important here for Texas. Got to move down the field. They got to score touchdowns. 3 field goals here today. They got the lead. But for how long will they be able to maintain it if they're just kicking field goals all game? So Texas taking over at the 25.
Go. 90 Wolf.
And the shotgun here, split back formation.
Get that ball.
Tight receiver look here.
Two.
And a throw. Baker makes the catch, but only good for a yard. The offense hasn't been too bad for Texas, you know. I can't say that they've been too conservative or anything. They've taken their shots. They come up with some big plays. Some big plays on the ground. Of course, 2 from Nowakowski. But they got to finish. Same formation except flip this time. And here to the throw. And it's going to be held on to by Gossett. Casares, percentage-wise, not looking too great. 6 of 15. The coverage has been airtight here tonight for Baylor.
Set, ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
It's a big-time third down. Need 4 yards. Casares looking to pass. Throws to the sideline. That's almost intercepted by Samaj Jarrett. 6 of 16. And that's a tough one. That's another sideline pass attempt that I don't know what the receivers are doing. They're still running out of bounds instead of holding their ground on the sideline, trying to make the catch and bounce. They understand that the defender most likely would have been there anyway, but you never know. I mean, try to box him out and make a play on the sideline. You can't just run out of bounds and make it even easier for a play to be made. Nice juke move there. Gets to the 24.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
There's definitely some struggles right now going on for Texas as Baylor's starting to get themselves in shape here. Baylor looking to improve to 5-2 on the season, which will make them just a game short of being bowl eligible. Of course, they want to be a team up there to possibly be in the top 4 for the playoffs. 2 losses. Not too bad if you can maintain it, though. Here goes a forced fumble. It's going to be recovered by Texas, and it's going to be Longhorns football at the 26. They go with some read option here with Tyler Mull. Let's get another look at this play here. Got to hold on to the ball here. And forcing the fumble. Yeah, it looks like that's out. That's Kenny Forrester Jr. Huge play. And Texas, with excellent field position, an opportunity to extend their lead. They've got to take advantage of this. I'm not sure if they'll challenge it or not. I doubt that they will. It looked like it was a clear fumble to me, and that's exactly what everyone must have seen, as no challenges thrown, no booth review. Offset I formation and a run. Now Nowakowski getting what he can, grinding out 4 on that carry. So 2nd and 6. Just a 2-point lead Texas has currently over Baylor.
Set, 50 plant. Put up.
Offset I formation. They'll look to pass out of immediate pressure, but they set up the running back screen. Now Nowakowski with a first down at the 12. Love the play call right there. Excellent execution too, good blocking. Once again, Texas on the move here. Can they finish? Have not been able to so far in this game. Gossett in the slot. Casares just checking it down. That's not the read to make. That was just cover from the get-go. I don't see why he would make that decision. And so quickly. You got guys still running routes down the field who haven't even finished running them to see if they could get open. Second and 14. Now Akowski finding a lane and zooming through to the 7-yard line. Not sure how he got by, but quickly darted through the small space that he had through a couple of defenders. 3rd and 6. They have not been good in the red zone in this situation. And the formation I'm really not liking here. Are they going to run this on 3rd and 6? No, they're going to go some play action. Casares looking to try to throw. Actually looking to scramble. Trying to outrun him. And that's not going to happen. Jacob Reed bringing him down. That's going to count as a sack. So you can see just Casares banking on trying to outrun Reed there, but Reed, he's a pretty fast linebacker. Not your average, traditional back in the day slow linebacker who's just, good in helping with run defense. He does it all. Pretty good in coverage as well. And sure enough, was able to chase him down, and for the 4th time, Texas having to have to settle for a field goal. So 12-7 is the score. And Baylor will give up once again some more points off of turnovers. This is their 3rd turnover of the game already here in this first half. If you are new to the Relocation Football League and this is your first time checking out some action, make sure to check us out at relocationfootballleague.com to learn more about the Relocation Football League and what we're all about here. We are a simulation football league based off the game of Madden. And what you are watching right now is our college series. We have a pro series where some of these players will be in next year's draft to be drafted onto the pro series. Our pro series starts up in January. And if you want to get acclimated to those teams and everything, like I said, visit the website at relocationfootballleague.com. Looking for us on social media. We got Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And we post content just about daily there. Pretty much daily there. Got other accounts too. Make sure to follow those. Appreciate you guys. If you haven't already, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe as it helps the video as well and pushes us in the YouTube algorithm. Definitely a huge help for us every time you do that. So shout out to the RFL community and the new viewers.
Ready.
Trips to the right side. Baylor running here with Cody. And Carter getting to the 26. You can see Baylor trying to get that run game established a little bit. Started out a little rough. Had a couple of big plays. 3-yard gain there on that one. 2nd and 7. And a run up the middle. Eves on the tackle. Cody Carter not averaging bad, though. He's got a 4-yard per carry average right now.
Down. 70, Indy.
Tight bunch formation. And they'll run it here, and a huge play again from Kenny Forrester, stuffing Cody Carter inches short of the 1st down. With 3 straight run plays here with Cody Carter. I guess they just had enough faith in him to pick this up, but, kind of sleeping on Kenny Forrester here. He's been an anchor in the middle of this defense. So Eves going to field it from about the 19. Good return up to the 34. And here's a look at Nowakowski today. Texas has finally got their run game going here this week. 12 carries for 86 yards. Still have yet to score a touchdown in this game. 4 field goals here tonight. Still got the lead, but man, it will be great if they can finish off some of these good-looking drives.
Come on, set. 60 or.
Empty set as they spread them out here. They'll throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Ferguson can't hold the pass in. Quite a few drops here from the receivers, and just need big plays in big games like this. Back to now Akowski. He bounces to the outside with a great block from his receiver, Braden. Knocked out of bounds at the 47. That's going to put him over 100 yards in this first half alone. Huge game right now from Akowski. This is how you surge back after having pretty much a rough season the entire way. I even think back to week 1. They played up against UCLA. Took a huge blowout loss, shut out 52-0. Couldn't get things going, and the last 2-3 weeks, like I was talking about, he's struggling, but now he looks like he's in a groove. Offensive line blocking a lot better. Another great gain right there, picking up 8. Big shout out to Trojan Boy 247 for the $10 donation. So it's for that cheese today.
Ready to break.
43 is the mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
What?
43 is the mic, boys.
I formation, fake fullback dive. Trying to get to the outside in a first down saving tackle. Made right there. Keeps him 2 yards short. Boo Berryhill, the strong safety, coming up with that tackle and that play right there. Nice.
Ready, ready. Hut 90 Wolf.
Handoff. Now Akowski with a lane. First down. And he is on pace to have 250 yards in this game. That'll be his biggest game right now. This is looking like one of his best games on the ground this season. As I mentioned, came into this game with 434 yards rushing, so he's definitely over that 500-yard mark.
Set, ready. 18 Gator. Set, go.
Two times. Alert.
Single back formation, a run to the outside. Bounces and a forced fumble again. Going to be recovered. He's got a convoy of blockers, but he is down at the 31. And Jacob Reed again with a huge play. That's the second fumble tonight here for Akowski. He had 0 coming into this game and gives up 2 here tonight. Bounces off the tackle of Samaj Jarrett, but Jacob Reed coming in and laying it down. Another good-looking drive for Texas. And no points.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Baylor looking to try to grab the lead before this first half is over, but it's going to be a sack on the play, the second for Goings.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
And all of Texas' sacks so far has been from Goings so far. Defensive tackle getting it done up front, bullying through the double team. And that's just one thing I just don't get. I hope that is fixed in Madden, because out of all the one-on-one blocking that you see, you are more likely to win a one-on-one matchup and getting in the backfield for a sack than you are beating a double team. It almost seems like a double team, that defensive player, whoever gets the sack, it's always from the double team. Doesn't make any sense. But 2nd and 16, nothing open down the field. Tyler Mall scrambling, cutting back up the middle. First down and then some. He needs to to slide, as he is popped down at the 48. But he's all good, and so is the possession of the football here for Baylor. I like how he cut back. Benjamin Farias was chasing him down. He kind of cut back inside away just to give him more space to get that first down and then some.
Jackrabbit, let's go.
So Mike number one.
First and 10.
Go.
Over the middle, it's Winkleman on Eves. First down at the 34. This has been a good battle between these two. And 2 interceptions on from Xavier Eves. And a touchdown for Winkleman. The only touchdown of the game here for Baylor. You can see him right here, manned up on him again in the slot. He's been working on him there all night. And he's going to be sacked again. Tyler Moll's got to throw the football away, taking way too many unnecessary sacks. Timeout's going to be burned. We're under a minute left to go here with 2nd and 20. And Moll's going to throw one. That's going to be caught, and he is down at the 34. Timeout burn immediately.
It's easy work and it's coming again.
60 outlaw.
So back where the set of downs started, 3rd and 10. And Tyler Moll lets one go, and he's got an open man. It's Winkleman at the 15. That's been his only target just about here tonight. 4 receptions out of the 6 he's completed. Both quarterbacks right now, percentage-wise, not doing all too great. I guess you're going to find someone wide open at some point. You got that much time in the pocket.
Ready? 30 base.
Winkleman looking a bit tired here in the slot. And he'll go right back to him anyway. He hits him on the drag, just a 2-yard gain. We're under half a minute to go. Clock's still moving. Man, what is Baylor doing here? They got to hurry up. They burned their final timeout. 16 seconds left. And they might actually go for it here. If they are going to, and they will go for it. If they're going to do this, might as well take a first down shot or an end zone shot. One of those. They are going to look to pass. Here goes a throw. That's going to be caught, and it's Solon. The first time he's hauled in a catch tonight. At the 5. Stops the clock at 11 seconds. It's 1st and goal. What will Baylor do here on this play?
Cheetah!
They're going to go for it. Clock has started up since they are set. This could be the final play. And he throws this one in the back of the end zone. And they're just going to have to kick the field goal here in this next play. So the field goal attempt, chip shot from the 5-yard line to put them within 2 once again. And it's good. And that's going to be the end of the first half. Low-scoring first half here, 10-12. And the defenses have been really stout here tonight. Texas has had some really good drives, man. Every single drive, I'd have to say, where they've kicked their 4 field goals here tonight. I mean, these guys should have scored on. Just have struggled to, punch it in. It's a couple turnovers, 2 fumbles from Nowakowski. Yeah, 3 turnovers from Baylor, so the turnovers are killing both of these teams right here. And nothing really going on, just defensive matchup, defensive battle here. The only touchdown in the game right there, Jake Wakelman in the corner of the end zone. And hopefully someone's offense gets into a consistent rhythm here in this second half. Texas really going to have to wake up, though, as they will be getting the football, though, to start this second half. If they want to make a statement and apply some pressure here on the Bears, it's got to be on this drive. He was spectacular in that first half. As you see him getting his helmet on, I don't know what for, as he won't be out there unless they turn the ball over quickly or something. And so we start the second half of play. And Xavier Eves taking this one out of the end zone. He's got a little bit of a lane and a good return up to the 30. Longhorns leading it by 2 points, 12-10. Now Wachowski had a spectacular first half. 127 rushing yards on 16 carries, but 2 fumbles on great drives moving down the field. So he's definitely got to make sure he takes better care of the football here in this second half. I spoke earlier, he had 0 fumbles on the season coming into this game. So that goes to show you, how ferocious this Baylor defense is. They are pretty good at forcing turnovers. There's a run up the middle, and he is down at the 31.
On the set.
26 mark. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Hit it.
A drop back looking to pass, throws over the middle, and that's a first down. Ken Gossett at the 45. Casares 9 of 20. And tough for him to connect with his receivers. I honestly feel like it's more so his receivers have not been able to come up with some of the big passes that he's thrown. He did have that underthrow where Brandon Baker was wide open. Here goes a run with now Wachowski. Over 130 yards rushing. Hasn't even touched 20 carries yet. 2nd and 3.
Let's go. 60 or. Play.
2nd and 3 here. Counter run play. Good blocks. First down. And he is down at the 38 by Stubbs. 145 rushing yards for Nowakowski. I mean, look at this offensive line. I mean, you definitely got to put the run game success and credit on them. They've just been clearing lanes for Nowakowski the entire game. They can keep this going, man. It's going to wear down this defense, and eventually the Longhorns may be able to punch it in for 6. Pitch to the outside. Great block by the fullback, Bykov Levitsky, and he gets to the 32-yard line. He's out now over $150.
Set, ready. 90 Wolf.
Watch the flat, watch the flat. Watch the flat.
Go.
5 wide empty set. Casares, quick laser, but it's going to be dropped after a big hit by Samaj Jarrett. Right on the hip of Nowakowski. He can't haul in the catch. 3rd and 4. Man, Texas has been in this situation so many times here tonight and have just failed to convert
18 Gator.
more times than not.
2.
They will convert this time. It's Eagles over the middle to the 26. Nice little quick check down pass right there. Still always wonder how you got 2 guys in the same area of the field for a lot of pass concepts that I've seen in the college series so far, but looks like he was running a China route and it just happened to be in the same area without his route being finished. Good thing he was aware enough to at least catch it and not assume that ball was for someone else. Casares with a quick throw and catch, broken tackle, and Ken Gossett gets to the 20. And now they're right here in the red zone. 2nd and 4. Once again, I mean, Texas has had productive drives. Can they reach pay dirt here on this one?
Here we go. Set.
43 is the mark.
8 read.
Offset I formation. Looking to throw, and it's going to be caught by Brandon Baker. First and goal at the 2. Texas heating up here, and the Longhorns trying to punch it in, looking for the upset. Nice throw by Casares, good catch. As he's able to beat Joseph Settle there on the dig route. Tight bunch formation, and they're going to run it, and that's just going to fall short just by a yard. Second and goal right at the 1-yard line. Can they punch it in for the first time here tonight? Play action, and he's going to be sacked on the play. Third and goal, backed up at the 11. And blitzing in is Williams off the left side. Just a terrible job by the left tackle there. Not sure what he was doing. I mean, this isn't a linebacker. This isn't a lineman. You let the safety or the corner just come through off the edge like that and beat you. It's terrible.
Ready? 60 outlaw. He's scared.
Last shot to try to get in the end zone. Casares still has not located anyone, and that's going to be incomplete in the area of Brandon Baker. 4th down. And, I mean, he's wide open across. Oh, man. It's wide open across the middle. You got to make that throw. Casares, man, having a rough night. Made the right decision on who to go to. It's not accurate. And again, another field goal. 15-10. Yeah, don't get it. I mean, all that pressure. I mean, all that time in the pocket, no pressure. I didn't see anybody breaking free or breaking loose in there. It's a wide open gap across the middle. I mean, it's a straight shot across the middle of the field. And you miss that pass. He's missed out on a lot of opportunities for big plays. So now it's a 5-point deficit. This will be the first time Baylor gets on the field here in the second half. For a long drive there by Texas. Ty Gooden breaking a tackle, breaks another, and is down at the 26.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So Baylor, their offense has struggled a bit too in the passing department. Haven't ran the ball too much here with Cody Carter, but they are in the eye right now, motioning in their main target of the night, Winkleman. They're going to go to him here on this drag play, only picking up a yard, actually just getting back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It looks like they're just focusing their offense heavy on getting Winkleman the football.
On the ready.
And at times it's worked. It's got them their only touchdown, the only touchdown of the game. They are still trailing. And he's going to be sacked on the play. It's going to be Cruz, the submitted defensive lineman, coming up with another big play for Texas on defense. Let's get another look at this. Again, short concepts, drags going across. Well, not drags. You see, he got concept. Could have threw that into the flats there to Winkleman. Probably hit the spot as it was opening up or something. That was a great fight, though, there by Cruz. Once again, getting through the double team.
Here we go, here we go. 30 base.
Third and 15. Here goes a throw. Completion to Solon, and he is going to be short of the first down. A 3-and-out by Texas's defense. And Baylor just struggling to make plays. And most of it has been just on Tyler Maul, holding on to the football too long, taking sacks. He had turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions. And a fumble earlier today. So punt this one away. He's got some space from the 19, and Xavier Eves gets 10 on the punt return to the 29. The Texas offense has been moving, man. With 5 field goals is all of their points. They've kicked 5 field goals in this game. Big thing for them, at least they're winning.
Down. 15.
Field goals, man, is always going to keep that other team in the game. You still got an entire quarter and a little over 5 minutes left to go in this one. Huge hit by Jacob Reed again, looking to try to force a third fumble on Nowakowski. Hangs on that time as he gets clobbered.
Come on, set. 10-2 soft.
Reed just a beast here at that middle linebacker spot, just everywhere that the ball is, especially on ball carriers. There he is, shooting in, making the play in the backfield. Nowakowski losing yards. And Jacob Reed, 5 solo tackles. He's got a tackle for loss. He's got a sack, a forced fumble. And look at this guy. I mean, he's looking like a grade A linebacker for next year.
Let's go. 70. Indy. Cut.
That's the way.
3rd and 11. Casares throws, and it's going to be intercepted. Samuel Stubbs to the 20, the 10, and it's a pick 6. And this is why they should have scored on their previous drives. 5 field goals, not going to get it done. You throw an interception to the house for a touchdown, and you lose the lead. 16-15 is the score. Huge play by Samuel Stubbs, the submitted safety. Not sure why they're showing the feet here as if he stepped out of bounds or something, because he clearly didn't. And Baylor is now on top. Frustration
60 or.
on the other side of the field, trying to go up by 3.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Same amount of points that Baylor put up in real life this week against Texas. It looks like they're going to stay at 16 as that counter run play didn't work. Their offense has not looked good at all today. Defense really keeping them in this game, and of course that one drive where they were able to get still the only touchdown in this game. And Texas again about to get the football. I mean, these guys, they got to do something. They've had great drives, man. They've had great drives. Just Has not been able to seal it. And that's just, you just got to give kudos to Baylor's defense. The reason why they're called the Bad News Bears, I mean, these guys giving Texas offense bad news in the red zone right now, because they're not able to score. And a huge hit right there. Stops Eves right in his tracks. Good hit. It's 1st and 10 at the 27. Casares, 12 of 26. 129 passing yards and an interception last time out onto the field, which was taken the other way for a touchdown, and of course ultimately losing them the lead for the first time today.
Set, ready, 18, Gator.
Check it out,
Big grip, big grip.
Middle of the throw, open over the middle. He's got Dylan Ferguson, submitted tight end to the 48-yard line.
Let's go, get inside. Let's go.
Nice play right there. That's his first catch. Tried to target him a few times today. Has not been able to haul one in. There he is, streaking wide open across the field for a big gain.
Ready, set, go.
Target. Hey, switch gears.
And back on the ground here. Now Akowski breaking the first tackle. Samuel Stubbs keeping him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Set, 90, Wolf.
You remember me? You remember me?
Let's go.
2nd and 10. Casares got a completion. Eagles to the 39. Starting to move the ball. That's going to put him at 50% completing. Not too great, but all he's worried about is getting the lead back, trying to win this game, trying to pull this upset over the Bears. And throw over the middle straight to Stubbs, and he swats it. Wow, I mean, that could have been another easy interception for him. Instead, going a conservative route, just knocking it down.
Here we go, set, 60, Pittsburgh. Hit it.
And another just terrible pass by Casares. He's really been hit or miss here tonight. More than likely, it's just been missed because he's under 50%, literally 14 of 30.
Here we go, 8, read.
Check, 43. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Get it.
And he's going to step up in the pocket, throws to a wide open receiver on the sideline, and it's going to be Eagles to move the chains at the 26. Guy teetering on 50% here as completes at that time 2 bad passes the previous play, and on the money throw there to Eagles.
Set, 10, Lobo.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Offset I formation. Setting up the fullback screen, trying to get Bykov Levitsky the football. But Baylor's defense didn't fall for that at all. Must have really did some studying on film. They waited all the way till late in the third to call that play. You figured defense wouldn't be expecting it.
Ready,
Baylor all
50,
over.
plant. Set, go.
2nd and 10. Check down. And he only gets a few. 3rd and 8. Another 3rd down for Texas inside Baylor's territory. These guys, at some point in this game,
Here we go. 60
you've got to be able to overcome what they have failed to do throughout this, and that's score. Still no touchdown on the offensive side of the ball. Here goes a throw, and an interception. Samaj Jarrett going the other way, and he's got the speed, getting chased down by Ken Gossett to the 30, the 20, the 10. He's not going to catch him, and that's a touchdown. Baylor extending their lead. And that may be the nail in the coffin for Texas. And Samaj Jarrett just jumping on that one and turning on the Jets. Ken Gossett giving everything he's got to try to catch him, but can't catch him in time, man. 2 pick sixes like Joseph Casares. Casares, 8 interceptions on the season. And Baylor is amped up, and you can see Coach furious on the sidelines, getting mad at everyone up there pressing on Ferguson. It wasn't even his fault there. And the extra point is good. 23-15 is the score. So an 8-point ball game. Still 1 possession game. And Texas getting it from the 4. And Eves down at the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So this offense, man, I mean, it's been putting up yards. Been getting down on the other side of the field at times consistently. They just cannot score on Baylor. It's just been an awful performance, too, by Joseph Casares. 2 pick sixes.
Down, 30 base.
Check. 42's the mark. Defense wins championship.
Empty set as he'll throw, and this has been the problem for the most part all game. Gossett coming across the field. I mean, I wouldn't say he was all the way open. Looked like Reed was trailing him. He was on him, but just inaccurate pass after inaccurate pass, and you throw in a couple of, really good passes, but more than not, he's been off the mark throughout this game. And here goes now Akowski to the 31, and I say, hey, man, he's been the bright spot of the offense. Might want to use him a little bit more, but not too much. He's fumbled the ball twice today. 4 turnovers for Texas.
Let's go. 10-2 saw.
Check. Mike 42. 3 buzz.
Lead river.
3rd and 5. He'll throw, and that's almost picked off again by Samuel Stubbs. And that's 4th down. Now Baylor just bringing out the clamps. That ball's got to be out earlier. It's got to be out earlier. That's a field throw. It's going to take a longer time and distance, to get there for you to make that throw. And if you're going to throw that, it is into the boundary, but it's still a far throw from the distance of the route. That ball's got to be out earlier. Ty Gooden to 31. 27 seconds remaining here in the 3rd.
Ready, ready. 70.
Trips in the boundary.
Ready, ready.
And it's a handoff. Cody Carter up the middle. It's to the 37. Most likely going to be the final play of the third.
Set, ready. 60 or. Play.
Are they going to run a play before the end of the third? They will. Cody Carter with the cutback runs through a defender and another for a first down to the 46. And that is going to be the end of the third quarter. Put your fours up in the chat as Baylor leads it by 8, 23 to 15. Man, still anyone's ball game here. But Baylor, I mean, their offense hasn't been that good here tonight either. It's just been two offenses trying to get it together. At times, you know, it looks like Texas has had their offense together, but
18 Gator.
bad turnovers at terrible points, terrible play calls, terrible decisions from Casares. 1 yard gain right there for Baylor.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey, hey, hey.
Shotgun.
4 down.
Play action. And he's going to take off. Looks like they had the spy on him, and he still picks up the first down, breaking through 2 tackles, still on his feet. And is down at the 32. A tough run by Tyler Mull. And this is going to be something on film day. You're going to see it, and coach going to rip you a new one after giving up 2 broken tackles like that on the quarterback. I mean, look at this. That tackle's got to be made, and then Stearns just gets ran through. I'm not sure if they're trying to go after the ball or what, but that was poor tackling technique. And a huge gain given up by this Texas defense. They got to be tired at this point. Their offense, not getting them anything. Trailing now. There goes Tyler Mull across the middle on the drag, and Eves trying to strip Solon. Will be down at the 26. 5 yard gain.
Ready.
Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one.
5.
Push him back.
And he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Man, he's just been, I'd have to say, just force-feeding Winkleman. He has less than 100 yards passing, which is very uncharacteristic of this Baylor offense. I don't think Brandon Jones has had a single catch or Ty Gooden here tonight. And that's a drop pass from Ty Gooden. Open on a slant in his 4th down. Gotta hold on to that. This game right now is, they knock down this field goal, going to be 1 score off of the real life score except reverse with Baylor on top. It's just been no offensive consistency at all from both of these teams. So the field goal attempt is good. 26-15 is the score. Now Texas down by 2 possessions. By 11. Final quarter here of play. And it looks like Baylor might be able to walk out of here with their 5th win of the season. Still got some good time left. Texas throughout this game still has not been able to get it together. They'll take this one from about the goal line, and Eves to the 27. Casares coming out onto the field, man. He's had, man, extremely rough game here tonight. 2 pick sixes, 2 fumbles from his running back. I mean, this offense, and I've said it throughout this game, they're showing flashes of being able to get down the field, being able to get points, and they don't score touchdowns. Casares taking a shot down the field, and again it's underthrown. You got Baker over the top of these guys, and he underthrows them for a second time, just taking too long to release his throws.
Set, 8-3.
Man, I got you. Mike's 4-2.
There goes a throw, almost dangerously could have been intercepted, but there goes a catch for a first down by Dylan Ferguson.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Hey, check.
You know, spread bunch formation here to the right side. And pressure's coming and down. He's going to go for a sack. Kendrick Woodson submitted defensive end. 3rd sack of the game for Baylor. And you can see that just the edges close quickly on this play. When you see that, you step up in the pocket. Really, was nowhere to step up into the pocket. That did close up very fast.
Here we go. 50, plant. Go.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Second and 18. Casares hit as he throws. Going to be caught by Nowakowski as he was forced to check it down. 3rd and 17.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Strong right.
Ready.
And he'll take a shot down the field, and it's going to be in and out of the hands of his receiver. 18 of 40. And it's 4th down. Extremely rough day on offense for Texas. When it comes to the passing game, Samaj Jarrett looked like he got a hand in there where just knocked it out. Really good punt here. He'll field it at the 16. And it's down at the 18.
Let's go.
First and 10. And Baylor, I mean, at this point, no one's offense has really been looking good here in this second half. I think you just take it a play at a time. I think Baylor should run the ball with Cody Carter a little bit more here.
Come on, set.
See what they can get. 2 tight ends to the right side of the field.
Come.
Brandon Jones in motion with a tremendous block. And Cody Carter down at the 12. Did you see that block from Brandon Jones? Pancaked the guy. Got to see if that showed up in the stat sheet. That looked like the receiver just pancaked either a linebacker or defensive end right there. That's why you put your toughest and most dirtiest receiver at that spot to block, man. You got to be physical to make those crack blocks when the linebacker knows you're coming, and he did a great job right there. Incomplete pass on 2nd down, 3rd and 6. spreading out the field. This is when Baylor's most dangerous, but they have not been dangerous passing the football at all here tonight against Texas. There's a throw that's going to be broken up, incomplete. Excellent defense from Crawford. Try to throw it to Williams, and once again, I mean, the decision-making from both of these quarterbacks has just not been good. I mean, this is a throw that, you know, this is a crucial down. I respect it was a pretty good route. You did put it in a good spot, but that's a low percentage throw because you got Fleeks. He's not a receiver on the field. You got other routes being ran down the field, and you try to get it out to your running back with one of their better cover guys. You got to look at the better matchup, and he just has not been doing that here today. Oh, what a juke move, Eves. And another great return to the 44. He's just doing just about everything tonight for Texas. Casares back out onto the field.
Ready up.
42, Mike, 42.
First and 10 at the 14.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Come on.
Get it.
And Casares, pressure, and he's sacked as a fumble. And it's luckily recovered by Texas, but man, what a hit. They have been coming there. Another sack for Baylor. Three-man rush, too. Three-man rush. And Casares still gets blasted. Lucky that Gibson was able to fall on the football here.
Break.
43 is the mic. Take me out.
Parker Gibson, also one of the few submitted offensive linemen in the RFL College Series. And there goes the shot down the field. He's been missing on these all game, but he won't that time, but it won't be caught. Finally got it there to Brandon Baker, and he couldn't haul it in. Finally able to get that over the defense, but
You ready?
man, tough catch there for Baker.
Check, 43.
Had to go up and get it.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Say go.
And here goes another sack. James Lynch just bringing it here to Texas. 5 sacks in this game. The Bad News Bears defense. This has been a defensive game for sure.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
I wouldn't say it was too low scoring. I mean, it's just a flat-out defensive game. Play action. Here goes a throw on 4th down, but he's not going to get the first
Let's go, man.
as he is short. And they knew it was game over pretty much. And they really didn't have to go for it, but I guess it wasn't too bad as did get a good gain of yards and move them up the field, but Baylor will be on Texas' side of the field. First and 10.
Set, 60 or.
Split back. Oh, not split back. Dual stack formation with the receivers. And that's going to be a nice catch. Cody Carter at the 44. Cody Carter had quite a few big catches last week against USC in that loss, but
Jonah, 18, Gator.
definitely a good receiving back.
Watch one.
Baylor can really just about put this game away. They score a touchdown here. There's a run, and Cody Carter gets the first down. Literally has been one offensive touchdown throughout this entire game. And the other touchdowns has come from 2 pick sixes thrown from Joseph Casares.
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf. Ready to go. Leaf River, Leaf River.
And a run, and Cody Carter is stuffed. 1 yard loss on the play. It's Goings. He's got 2 sacks already here in this game, and it looks like he's just been holding it down up front at that defensive tackle position. See him there, a nice little quick shed. Slaps the defender to the side, easy. Nice little swim move.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Ready.
And he tries to run outside, and Texas is waiting for him. 3 defenders. You had Cruz, you had Damian Fox. I mean, that play was not working.
Head up. 60 Pittsburgh.
3rd and 14. And Tyler Moe on a look to throw. First down as he finds Brandon Jones. Finally finding another receiver. He's been going straight to Winkleman or not throwing the ball at all and taking sacks. First catch of the game for Jones. Just been not a good game at all for these 2 quarterbacks. And Tyler Moe, I mean, he did pretty good last week, even though he lost. But this really focusing once again on trying to get only 1 receiver the ball. He really hasn't stepped off too much. Had the 1 receiving touchdown. And they get this one to the 23 on that carry. Good for 2.
Ready. 8 read.
These Texas cornerbacks have been in the face of the outside receivers, so maybe that's the reason why no one else has been able to get open. And he tries to just plant his foot up in the ground. Still not a good read off the block there. Should have been cut up earlier off the first inside blocker. 3rd and 7. And Cody Carter out of the backfield, top of the screen. And he hits the slant. Winkleman, 1st and goal at the 8. Timeout burn. Baylor just looking to cap this one off, put the icing on the cake. Walk out of here with their 5th win of the season. Cody Carter, takes a huge hit. Tried to spin, and he went spinning back the other direction.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Go.
Hand off, Cody Carter, end zone, and that should do it. Baylor scoring their 2nd touchdown offensively of the game. And this one comes off of a rush by Cody Carter. Superb blocking on the outside from his receivers. And this was a really rough one by Texas. I mean, they had a rough one last week by only scoring 1 touchdown. They haven't scored 1 at all here tonight. They had a lead the entire first half. And Baylor just getting back into a rhythm. Extra point good, 33-15 the score as they go 48 yards in 10 plays. Was expected for Baylor to, come out on top with this win. And boy, was it a defensive showdown between these two. But finally, another offensive touchdown here. Baylor with 2 defensive touchdowns and 2 offensive ones. And these guys, man, they meant business on the defense side of the ball. Both teams played defense very well here tonight. A lot of bending and giving up yards, but they did not break easy at all in the end zone. Baylor's defense didn't break at all yet in this game. And 2 minutes and 32 seconds left to go. The Longhorns looking to at least score 1 touchdown before this game is over. Still crazy to think. I mean, even though it's been a really rough game for Casares throwing here today, I mean, there were so many drives at their disposal where they were in the red zone, you know, inside the 10. And they could have put up 6 points, 7, and just never did.
Let's go. 30 base.
Baylor's defense, man, really showing out here tonight. And Ferguson picks up about 4. Casares under 50% passing here tonight. He's thrown 43 passes.
Ready. 15, Lonnie. 15 line. 2.
2nd and 6. There goes a shot down the field. And finally a big play. Dylan Ferguson again at the 44. 27 yards picked up on the play. Excuse me, guys. I actually got to step away, man. I've been trying to call this game. I need to blow my news. I know you guys can probably hear it, man.
On the ball. On the ball.
43. Mike's 43.
And I.
Come on, come get some. Come get some. Come on, come get some. Here, Lonnie.
Set, ready. 10-2 stop.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Deep river. Deep river.
All right, I'm back, guys. I'm so sorry for that. I really had to go. Now I feel so much better. I just know next time to have a box of tissues next to me.
Set. 70. Indy.
First down and 10 at the 33-yard line. Casares. Wow, what is the receiver doing there? I mean, Eagles, that's a good pass. Thrown behind him. No catch attempt. Just no effort.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
2nd and 10.
Let's go.
And Casares looking to throw. He's got Eagles. He's going to catch it this time. Gets to the 19.
That's it, baby.
I mean, this is kind of how Texas have looked on drive so far in this game. You know, moving down the field and, you know, getting to the red zone. Looking good. Still no touchdowns, though.
43. Check, check. 47.
Good pick up there and a good catch on the sideline. Didn't get out of bounds. Dylan Ferguson at the 13. Closing in on a minute left to go in this game. Definitely is in favor of Baylor winning this one. I don't see any miracle happening at this point. Out of timeouts and everything.
Check. 42's the mark.
Let's see if the Longhorns can at least get in the end zone. 3-man rush. He throws. It's going to be caught, and Ferguson knocked out of bounds and inches short.
Gator.
Pull it together.
Spreading out the field. Casares, check down. Now Wachowski will get the first down. Clock stops at 47 temporarily. And this is where things has gotten really bumpy for Texas. And it just looks like Baylor's defense tends to just elevate and get tougher in the red zone. As naturally, everyone's defense just about does, but theirs just intensifies at a great level.
On the ball, come on. 23.
And there goes a throw, broken tackle, and nothing going on there. Second and goal. Clock still running down here, and Texas just letting the time run out.
Jet to the ball.
42 the mic. Here we go, D.
Go.
And Casares, can he get out of bounds? I don't think he did. He didn't. And they're not even going to score a touchdown before this game's over. Man, what a rough game for Texas. Clock hits 0, and that's it. Baylor gets the win. They improved to 5-2 on the season, while Texas drops to 3-5. And Jacob Reed getting player of the game. Of course he does. 11 tackles in this one. He had a sack, a forced fumble. The guy was tremendous in this game. Absolute beast. 33-15. Baylor for the win. Shout out to everyone who's watched this one. If you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button. If you enjoyed the game, very defensive game. And look, Baylor winning, barely no offensive production like that at all, other than in a run game. Literally only 98 passing yards on offense. That is very un-Baylor-like in this college series. But I think it was just the defense is just really coming out here and rising up to the occasion on both sides. And it's the offenses, it couldn't adjust and really get things going. I mean, you got 2 defensive touchdowns that pretty much took place for Baylor off of bad decisions by Casares. That's what it came down to. As we get a look at the statistics, both quarterbacks throwing 2 interceptions in this one. Tyler Maul, he didn't have a great day as well. Both quarterbacks in the 50s with their QBR. You get a look at that there. 132 passing yards for Tyler Maul. Eesh, and 282 for Casares, but 52% on the day. Look at the rushing game. Now Wachowski finally had a big day on the ground. Over 150 yards. Pretty much this came to a halt after the first half. Really didn't give him enough carries. I mean, the way he was going, he was on pace to have 30 plus. And they could have ran him probably some more times. But instead, they tried to air it out and things and just didn't work out. Now Wachowski, 25 carries for 156. Still didn't get to see the end zone. No touchdowns for him. Cody Carter, 23 carries for 82 yards. 3.5 yards a carry. He got to see the end zone at the end there to really seal the game. Tyler Maul, 3 carries for 49 yards. And then looking at the receivers, really nothing going in the passing department, as Brennan Eagles, he had himself 89 yards, leading the game in receiving yards, along with Dylan Ferguson with 74, 6 catches. And Jake Wakelman, the only receiver to see the end zone, 7 catches, 67 yards. Looking at the blocking, quite a few sacks in this game, man. Giving up 2 sacks, Price Pines. Is that Price? Yeah, Prince Pines, excuse me. And then Samuel Cosme. And even submitted center here, Parker Gibson, giving up a sack. Leading in tackles, of course, Jacob Reed. He had 11 solo, 16 total. Tackle for loss, he had a sack and a forced fumble, and he recovered his own forced fumble. I mean, just another monstrous game from Jacob Reed. Samaj Jarrett, cornerback, had himself a big day too. 11 tackles, 6 solo, had an interception. And one of them voted out for a touchdown. Yeah, so touchdown for Samaj Jarrett. Big game for him. Barry Hill, 10 tackles on the day, splitting 5 and 5. Looking at the other categories here, 2 tackles for loss for James Lynch. He had Bernard, Floyd, and Fox have 2. Leading in sacks was Dante Goings, defensive tackle here. He had 2 of those. A lot of guys with sacks along with Williams, Cruz, Lynch, Woodson, Graham, Forbes, and Reed, of course. Interceptions started out big time for Texas. They had 2 interceptions to start this game. Couldn't ask for a better defensive start for Texas, but their offense just could not capitalize in this game whatsoever. 2 picks for Xavier Eves, 1 for Jarrett, and 1 for Stubbs. And forced fumbles, had 5 forced fumbles in this game. James Lynch forced 1, Kenny Forrester Jr., Stephen Forbes, Jacob Reed, and Xavier Eves even forced a fumble too. And Hall, Reed, and Goings with the fumble recoveries. There was no safeties, and the other touchdown came from Samuel Stubbs. Nothing to go over with special teams. And I guess let's just get a look at like what happened. I mean, start out the game, Baylor had on their mind, hey, we're about to do what we do and air it out on these teams, man. Looking at this one, it looks like they had Winkleman on the outside here, Brandon Jones in the slot. You've seen that they try to work on doing mismatches to catch this Texas defense off guard by throwing Winkleman in the slot, which usually he is in the slot, but they try to put him outside here. And they want to try to see what Eves is doing here. Try to test him out. You see him playing over the top. But Mully's got confidence in Winkleman. He thinks he can make the play. Just going to throw it up. But hey, this ain't their average cornerback. That's Eves. He's been coming up with quite a few interceptions. As you see him right there with his first of the game. And playing great over the top. And you had a couple of big plays from Texas. Nice throw right here. Good catch. But, that was the only really very few contested catches made from Texas today, as they're typically good at making those contested catches throughout the game. Casares started out hot with these 2 big pass plays right there, but it died out later in the game. They only got a field goal out of that drive. And then Baylor trying them again, throws another interception. And just quick on the release here. I mean, I understand you got a lot of confidence in Winkleman, but he just threw these a little bit too early before he could even get up on him. And then it probably wanted them to go up and make the play, but Eves ends up making the play here. Nice little stiff arm after the pick. 2 interceptions in the first quarter for him. I mean, the guy was absolutely balling. We move to the second quarter. Here goes a fumble with so many turnovers and just bad protection of the football in this game. And look at this. This is when James Lynch came off his block. Good run up the middle, and he just comes out of nowhere on this hit. Boom. Man, now Wachowski just losing the rock there, and Hall falling on it. Baylor gets the football, and then they cap it off with this 15-yard touchdown to Winkleman. You can see straight man-to-man, and he tried to let him beat him. I guess he was trying to bait Tyler Mullen and probably throwing him the football on whatever route he ran. Sells him in, breaks out hard, and this is good timing this time. Good throw, good catch, and Baylor got on the ball. On the board, excuse me, with a touchdown right there. No more points. There's another fumble right here. Right now, Wachowski, Jacob Reed on this hit. You can see bouncing off the first tackle of Samaj Jarrett, but Reed, man, laying the wood, and he doesn't just stop right there. He recovers his own forced fumble. I mean, just look how he reacts to the ball here. We can go ahead and lead this like this just to see where he's at. Just keeps his eyes in the backfield and focus. Just makes a play every week. Monster. Nothing for the first half there to go over. Third quarter. Interception right here. Pick 6. This is where the pick 6 starts happening. And just looking at this play, I'm trying to figure. So it's a deep crosser route, deep crosser route here by Eagles. And I don't think he's paying attention to Stubbs here, because, well, actually, he is paying attention to Stubbs. I'm not sure what's happening here. And now Wachowski tries to get up the field, and he just puts way too much air on this. Look at this. That's a terrible decision. Quarterbacks did not play good at all here today. I mean, just bad reads. Just did not look like they cared about, the way that they threw the football here in this one. Another interception going to the house here for Casares. Runs the hook route. And just a little bit late on that throw, man. You already know the game's been tight on coverage. That ball's got to be out right here. And throughout this game, he was just throwing the ball just way too late. And Samaj Jarrett with the pick. And you already know that the rest from there was history. Taking it to the house for 6. Kenny Gossett trying his best to hawk him down. Putting on his best Julio Jones impression. But it wasn't Julio today. Interception, pick 6, 2 touchdowns. The defensive side of the ball for Baylor. And we're going to the 4th. There was just nothing else going on. Probably not going to be a lot of pictures at all taken from this. And this is what really sealed it. Just a run to the outside. Cody Carter gets great blocks. You can see him, man, just doing a great job. Look at this. Look how he seals this edge. Excellent job right here by Valentine. Look at this. Runs, and he just keeps that outside leverage. Excellent job. And Cody Carter just reading his blocks, getting in the end zone. Touchdown. And that was it. So that's going to do it here for this primetime game. Baylor beats Texas. Final score 33-15. Tomorrow we got more premier games and a primetime game, which will have dual commentary along with me and Rob. I got to make sure, is this schedule coming up right now? I have to wait till it pops up on the screen. Yep, it is a schedule coming up. So me and Rob will be calling the Penn State and Ohio State game tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you come through for that. And of course, the game of the week following the next day on Monday, Georgia and Miami. Must-see game right there. But that's going to do it here for me. It's your boy Smitty, RFL Commissioner and play-by-play commentator. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.